All right. Happy Wednesday. It is our Wow Wednesday of the week. Super excited to be here. Just going to double check, make sure we're live in the group. It looks like we are. Just going to double check. I have a special guest with me today. Super excited. This is Kristin Lawrence. She is a friend of mine. All right, I see we're live. If you guys are excited to be here, make sure that you let us know that you're here. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a smile. We're really excited to share some wisdom today with you guys. That is what the WOW stands for in my WOW Wednesdays, Words of Wisdom Wednesdays. That's my little cliche.
I love that.
Yeah, so if you're new to the group, my name's Alicia. I'm the founder of the Healthy Moms of Faith group. Super excited to have you guys here. If you're someone who struggles to get healthier because of some conflicts that you might have in your relationship, whether that be your husband, your family, maybe it's friends even, this training is for you today. So we're super excited to be here. Kristin will introduce herself here in just a minute, but just wanted to say hi. These weekly trainings are for you guys, you moms of faith or women of faith. And we are here, and my desire for this group is for us to get healthier in spirit, soul, and body, right? It starts with the spirit. We got to be healthy spiritually, being in the Word. And the reason that I want to make sure that we're looking at everything from a whole perspective is because we're designed to live a certain way. And so we want to live a life that we're designed to live, a life that's thriving, not just surviving, right? So I'm here to provide you ladies with some value here in this group. That's why I'm here providing you trainings every week. Make sure that you're here. I have a text that I send out if you'd like to be added to the text so that you get reminded of these trainings. I send out emails. If you'd like to be added to any of those things, make sure you let us know in the comments that you would like that. So again, if you are excited to be here, let us know. I see some people are watching. Make sure you say hi in the comments. Let us know who's watching. But we're going to go ahead and get going. Kristin and I both have pretty busy days, so we got to get going on to our next thing. But I want to introduce Kristin Lawrence. She's a friend of mine. And so, Kristin, I'll just give it over to you. Who do you primarily work with, and what kind of coaching do you do?
Yeah, thanks, Alicia. I'm so appreciative that you invited me into this group. And your group is amazing, and they are my the most important people that I like to serve, actually.
Okay, cool.
So I am a coach and trainer, and I specialize in helping women and couples resolve conflicts, build healthy relationships through emotional intelligence skill building. And that's the most important thing, is for us to enjoy healthy relationships.
Yes.
Not conflict-free relationships necessarily, but
Yes.
healthy relationships. Yeah. And so I do that through one-on-one coaching and group programs, group coaching programs. And, I think one thing that makes me unique from other coaches in this space is that I have a master's of dispute resolution and conflict management, along with some other coaching certifications. And beyond that, I practice everything that I share here today and with my clients. I know I get it. I've been married. Next month will be 26 years.
Wow.
I've been married. And so I get how hard it is to have healthy relationships. And after we have 3 grown children as well. And, we still have to be just as intentional as day one, 26 years later. So I get it. It's hard. It's a lot of work, but it can be done.
That's right. Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing about you and who you are. And funny story too. You and my husband, your husband and my husband are pretty good friends. They grew up as like family friends. So it's been pretty cool. So I met you through my husband, and so it's been really cool to get to know you. And so that's just a little side story for everyone else. We've been friends for a little while. So it's crazy that your kids are all grown up now. They're not all married, are they? Just three.
No,
Okay. A couple are married. You have a grandbaby
I
now.
have a grandbaby. Yes, I'm a
Yes,
Grammy.
that's exciting. Yeah. So, well, thanks for sharing that. Thanks for what you do too, because we definitely need that. And I wanted to share here in a minute too, something that you helped me with over a year ago. So, but I want to get into our questions really quick. So, one of the things that me as a coach working with ladies, and or I have quick calls that I do with my ladies on the phone if they're in this group, just to kind of help them get going in a good direction. But one of the things that I ask a lot is, are your husbands supportive of you getting healthier?
Mm,
And, of course, the response is not always, sometimes they are, and I've definitely run into people that they are. But often I find the response is that they are kind of, as long as the husband himself doesn't necessarily have to make changes. Um,
mm,
and or I've talked to moms before and they've said, they want to get healthier, but they have young kids and they just feel like it's so hard to find healthier meals that their kids will eat. And so they feel like they have to make 10 different meals. And so they just really feel overwhelmed when it comes to even starting their healthy journey because of these obstacles. And I've talked about some of these obstacles before. So they feel, pretty alone sometimes in this journey when they first get started because of these obstacles. And so, my first question to you, Kristen, is,
mm.
what's a mindset that you would coach women to have when it comes to these relationship obstacles in their families or their kids?
Yeah. Well, as I'm hearing you talk, the mindset that I'm hearing is that support looks like everyone else doing what I'm doing. And if that's the mindset, then chances are you're not getting support. Because if we want everyone to conform to who we are or what we're doing, how we're changing, and they can't do that, then we're going to equate that to not getting support. So, we have to think differently. So men and children, they have in this context of your group, they have very different food needs, rest needs, and fitness needs
It's true.
than women. And so we can't expect them to conform or to do exactly what we're doing. And so, they don't have the same relational needs as us either.
True.
And so we need to keep those things in mind. What do they need to be healthy in their life? And so, we have to, keeping that in mind, we have to then shift to um, what is important to us, really digging into why we want to change. Why are we engaging in a health journey? What do we want at the end of it? There's something that's in our life right now that's causing us to say something is off and we need to fix it. And yes, we need professionals to help us do that. It just makes it go so much better. So I love the work that you're doing with your clients and this group, supporting them in their journeys. So why is it? So if you're listening or you're listening to the replay, post below what is a reason why you would want to start or be on a health journey. And then it's important to keep those reasons in the forefront of your thinking and then share them with your husband. And I get it, you don't want to conform, you don't want to eat like a rabbit, and not all of us eat like rabbits when we're changing our health, right? I know it's so funny because I know for myself, if I eat too many greens, I get migraines
Whoa. That's
because there's a lot of natural nitrates in greens,
mm-hmm.
and that then I produce a lot of histamines to counteract those nitrates. And when I overproduce histamines, that's when I get migraines.
That's so interesting. Yeah.
So I can't even eat, like, I can't go on a salad diet, even if I
Yeah.
wanted to. So, yeah, think back when your mom, put yourself in their shoes. Think back to when your mom went on a diet when you were a kid. And I was like, Mom, don't say that word. It was murder. Murder.
Yeah.
There was nothing to eat. I just asked my mom the other day, do you remember making us go on the hot dog diet? So wicked, absolutely wicked. And yeah, so nobody likes to hear when mom is going on a diet.
Mm-hmm.
But we're doing something different, aren't we? You lead your ladies in a health journey.
Mm-hmm.
And so that alone brings it a different mindset. Why are we
True.
going on a health journey? Right? Why do you like to be healthy and pay attention to what's going in and out of your body?
Right. Right. Yeah, that's a great point. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah. So if you're listening and this is you, you realize that, hey, yeah, I need to have a different mindset about this. It's not just it's a different mindset than what we're used to, right? Like Kristen's saying, it is more about a journey, and I talk about that a lot. And it's more about having the right mindset in that, but also the fact that, and this is something I've seen too, is oftentimes when the mom or the wife starts to do it the way that I coach, I often find that the husband comes on board or the kids come on board because we work with their situation,
Mhm.
their lifestyle, their likes, their dislikes, specifically when it comes to nutrition. And finding how it fits into your life is what's so important. So that mindset, it's kind of scary in the beginning to think of, maybe you've been in a yo-yo dieting cycle, like Kristen has said. And so if you need to have a different mindset, you need someone to kind of teach you this different mindset. Put mindset in the comments and let me know, is that you? Because, Kristen and I can talk to you about that. We can work through those things. So my next question then is, when it comes to, okay, we're going to have a different mindset about this. You already kind of talked about that just a little bit, Kristen, but how specifically,
Mhm.
how can we communicate better with our spouse, with our kids even, when it comes to, okay, I have this desire as the mom, as the wife, to go on a health journey. I'm going
Mhm.
to start this. I'm going to do this differently. How do they communicate this to the rest of the house, to help the rest of the house see that, okay, this is really important to mom. This is something that I'm going to commit to. What would you
Mhm.
say?
Yeah. Well, I just love your words right off the bat. They're very simple and clear. I understand what you're saying. This is very important to me, you know, and you didn't give exact reason, but being so clear with your verbiage of this is important to me. And so going back to the why are we starting this journey? Why there's something amiss and we're feeling the need to change it? Why? And in that why, so in conflict, there's positions, what we want, and then there's the interest, why we want it.
Okay.
So I want, um, I'm almost 50, and the reason why I exercise is to have a pain-free life, for example. And that that looks very different now than it did when in my 20s and 30s.
Right.
You know, I could squat 200 pounds, I can bench press 150 pounds. You know, I could
Right.
do all those things. Now that's not even useful to me now. So why do I want to exercise? Why do I need 30 to 40 minutes a day? Because I want a pain-free life. And then what do I need in that? I need that 30 minutes. So, guys, can you please give me 30, 40 minutes? You know, I'm not going anywhere. I just need this time so that I can live pain-free.
Yeah.
As an example from where I come from, right?
Right.
Now you guys will all have different variables that you plug into that sentence, but basically it doesn't that sound simple?
Yeah, it does. I really like sharing your why with them. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not hard. And they go, huh, okay. They don't question it. But if we come at them in this place of judgment or, you know, you're not supporting me, you're not giving me what I need, or, do you know how hard it is for me to sit here at the table while you eat pizza and I eat not pizza,
Right.
whatever it is, and
Right.
pizza, my nemesis. I love pizza.
Mhm.
Um, so to watch somebody else eat pizza, it's not, but that's not the mindset to have. The mindset isn't you're doing something against me. It's no, I'm not eating pizza because I don't want inflammation. And that's why I'm not eating pizza. Does that make it easier to watch somebody else across the table eat pizza? No,
Mhm.
but you can verbalize it and you cannot let it have control over you. And over time, you just are gentle with that message. And over time, you're not judging them, you're just inviting them into your experience. And then they go, you know what? We'll just eat pizza. When I take the kids out for daddy kid date, we'll eat pizza and we won't put you through that anymore.
Right.
It changes over time and you don't even have to fight about it. It just is a natural thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. And that's kind of what I was sharing too. I've seen so many moms, when they start the process, that the husband becomes supportive, even if initially they aren't. And it's just because it's a different mindset, like we talked about, right? It's a different health journey than maybe what they've done before. And so
Mhm.
their husbands or kids have that perspective of what it used to be before. So when you show them, oh no, this is different, yeah, they come on board. And I've seen that over and over again. So it's really been really cool to see that change. So
Yeah.
again,
So now I would say a reason why maybe we can't get there with changing that mindset is because we're using their non-support as an excuse
yes,
to not make the changes that we know we need to make.
right.
So um, if I can spiritualize it,
Yeah, I
if
love
I can
that.
if I can use an example, a faith-based
Yes,
example,
please.
God does not make us choose him. He gives us that free will. He's shown us all the details. I sent my son, he died for you, and you can freely choose him or not. And so we a lot of us have chosen to trust Christ, to put our life in his hands.
Mhm.
And that was not done because somebody else chose to love Christ. And so for us to wait around to say, no, I'm not going to make these changes until my kids want to eat broccoli, until my husband, doesn't want to eat pizza across the table from me. We can't do that because that's not what we do with our faith. So why are we going to do it here with our health?
Mhm.
You know, your husband does not, well, he does care because if you have pain and you can't go out or you can't be intimate with him because of the pain, then yeah, it interrupts his life too.
Mhm.
But, you know, we can't wait. We can't wait to have them fully understand why we're doing any of this. We just got to do it.
Right.
And let we're going to reap the benefits, they're going to reap the benefits.
Right. Yeah, I often say, somebody just has to start doing it,
Yeah.
and even in any sort of, conflict resolution, somebody has to be the bigger person, and sometimes it just needs to be you, most often, and not just me, but as the husband too. Like, everybody needs to take responsibility, right? But if we know better, we just need to take responsibility and start, right?
Yep.
So
Beautiful.
I love that. Yeah. So, again, if you're watching this and you're like, yes, this is something that I need to work on, I need to work on communicating my needs simply and plainly to my spouse and just sharing your why with them. Put yes in the comments and let us know, is that you? Do you need to make a shift in your mindset and just do
Mhm.
it for you and not worry about where your husband's at, where your kids are at? It is a struggle, and that's why I call it a health journey, because there's always going to be something that gets in the way. And I talk about, life is going to happen no matter what. Something is going to try to get in the way. You got to have a plan of attack. And so
Mm.
this is part of your plan of attack. is understanding how you might need to communicate with your spouse. With, and even if you're not married, you're single, or you're younger, you're not married yet, these are great things for you to learn. Or you have friends. I've heard, several of my friends who they have friends who are not necessarily supportive. Communicating that with them and saying, this is my why. This is why I would rather you, again, not putting it in pleasing me, but this is why I'm choosing to not do that.
Yeah.
So it's really important. And, Kristin really helped me. Over a year ago, she had a little chat with me because I was considering starting my online business, coaching business, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to do this. And she and I had a little chat, and she encouraged me. She was like, "This is the thing." That's why I chose her to come on and talk about this, because it really helped me. It ministered to me. And so I was really afraid to even start my health coaching business, because I was like, I'll be working from home. And at that time it was COVID and everybody was home and we were having communication issues with my husband and my kids. And the thing that she told me that really helped me was, if your kids, if communicating to your kids and your husband about the importance of this being something that mom wants to do, and that this includes you, you can help me. And that was one huge thing I think that you shared with me. So even with any of you moms too, when you're trying to start this health journey, you can help mom by, helping me either cook, or, you know what, we're not going to have macaroni and cheese tonight. We've had it 2 nights in a row. I really need to make something that's a little bit healthier. Can you please just try one bite? And if you don't like it, we don't have to have any more. But let's just try a few things. We need to all eat healthier. And that's something that I've talked to my ladies about too. And, kids need to learn these things now,
Yeah.
while they're young. And so you can bring that into your home, and that's another way you can minister to your kids.
So good. Yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
that invitation, right? We were talking before we started that that invitation of come on this journey with me,
Right.
and just in your way,
Right.
just the way you're able to. So
Right.
it's not, they're not going to cut every carrot. They're not going to count your calories. They're not going to make shopping lists
Right.
and, budget and all that kind of stuff. They're going to, I don't know, say, let's add a little more salt. Or how about on mine, it's the same dinner, but on mine, let's add more cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same dinner. You don't have to make, multiple things for dinner for
Right.
different people, but just, well, what would you want to make this a little bit, more for you? More
Right.
cheese,
Mm-hmm.
more ketchup, more whatever. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we do some of those things in our house too. One thing that I do is when we make spaghetti, I eat gluten free most of the time, so I get some sort of gluten free pasta. But I can eat everything else. I just don't put cheese on mine because I don't do dairy. So yeah, it's just a matter of I make a small pot of pasta, and that's the only extra thing that I do time wise.
Yeah.
You know.
Easy.
And so yeah, it doesn't really have to take as much time as we think it does too. And that's something else I've kind of talked about in this group. So
Yeah. Yeah. So invitation. I love that. It's in the coaching world, we call it co-creating.
mm-hmm.
And that's very biblical too.
Yes.
God calls us in to create life with him. And
Right.
so we get to give that same gift out to our husband and our children.
Yes.
And in that same vein, I just want to add that it's very non-judgmental. When we approach anything with nagging or complaining or judgment, that is an invitation for the other person to push back.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like when anybody um, judges me or
Mm-hmm.
tells me how to be. But if they ask me, you know, how would it be for you if would you like to play this game or that game? I'm like, I'll play that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we spend time together and
Mm-hmm.
build healthy relationships. You know what I mean? Same
Yeah.
thing here. To approach everything as non-judgmental and inviting you into my life. This is why I'm doing it. How is that for you? Ask them.
Mm-hmm.
How is it for you that I'm on this journey? You
Yeah.
know? and let them speak back into it instead of always feeling like they have to push back and feeling like they're being judged for, my people love to eat Taco Bell. I'm like, no, I don't eat Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Go have fun, eat Taco Bell, bring it back if you want, whatever.
Right.
But, don't make me eat that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just, I'll eat leftovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't want to judge them.
Yes. That's great. I need to practice that a little bit more too. Well, I'm sure we all do, but well, cool. Well, thank you so much, Kristin, for being here. Thanks for sharing your words of wisdom with us. Let me check and make sure I don't see any comments. Excited to be here. Make sure that you love. There we go.
Yeah. If anybody wants to drop comments or questions in there,
yeah, if you're watching,
I'll come back and I'll
yeah,
try to
Kristin,
comment back.
she's in the group. So if you have a question, feel free to post it in the comments, because she can come back and answer those questions. And also, Kristin offers a free ebook, and she does a free 20-minute discovery call. So if you have some deeper rooted relationship issues that you need to work through, again, she helped me a little over a year ago. So I'll put those links in the comments for you guys too. And then again, if you put yes in the comments, you need to work on this communication issue or doing it better, and you need to change your mindsets. Put mindsets in the comments. Of course, if you're watching live, put live in the comments, or replay if you're watching the replay, so that we know that you watched this. But yeah, we'll come back and we will comment on any of your questions or concerns. And, we just want to help you out. We're all learning about this journey of life, getting healthier with our relationships too. Like, it really matters, especially so spirit, soul, and body. We're attached to people if we're married. Most of us are moms in this group. So it really does play a huge part in this. So we want to help you figure this out, right? So again, that's all we have for today. Kristin, did you have anything you wanted to add? Good.
So just keep in mind that mindset is the first step.
Yes.
Because behaviors follow mindset.
Yes.
Mindsets don't follow behaviors.
Right. Yeah. I talk a lot about that too. And especially spiritually, when we're figuring out who we are in Christ and who he's called us to be and the capabilities that we have with the help of the Holy Spirit, we are able to do so much more than we ever think or imagine, right? That verse in Bible. So, all right, cool. Well, yeah, that's all we have for today. Just a reminder, next week, there will be no live training. I might repost one, but my family and I will be on vacation. So keep posting your comments and questions in the group as well. Love to see those. Love to see what you guys are struggling with, what you need help with. A couple of you guys have been doing that, so I'd love to see more of that. And that is all I have for today. You guys have a great day.
Perfect.
Bye, Kristin.
Bye. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.